Cherry, Cherry. Cherry, Cherry. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Viridian, welcome to the stream. Nilu's been sitting here waiting for everyone since last night. So, welcome, everyone. We're going to continue the story quest, and oh boy, there's a few people here. Fantastic, fantastic. Like, maybe today will be that fateful stream that gets me affiliate status. Fingers crossed. So, I hope we all have a wonderful night. Right, and now let's see what goes next. And did you just pull out a blackboard? Yeah, he pulled out a full-on map.
This is a thorough plan, but I do have one last question before we take action. How can we be sure that our enemy won't leave the designated area?
Once again, as I mentioned last time, it looks like they're being very vague about some specifics. Probably just to make sure of the unspoken plan guarantee or some big reveals later.
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing Rarer and the Wild Hunt's behavioral patterns. His conclusions are as follows. Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rarer has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space. So it's unlikely he has any power in that domain.
Okay, so that it's unlikely he can do any spatial nonsense. Good.
Secondly, he seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. If we put him in a fight-or-flight situation, he'll choose to fight every time.
Makes sense, makes sense.
Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he is consumed by hatred, both for the moon and for his enemies.
Which makes him more predictable. That means we can lure him by the nose.
Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private memories without permission. He'll be baying for blood, not looking to escape.
Plus, we sort of trapped him in a box, so he'd probably be pissed.
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt, those all seem like valid observations to me.
Understood. Then I will defer to the verdict of the group.
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail. Albedo and Durin are carrying out their part as we speak.
Plan approved. Scheduling.
Yep, we now have an almighty dragon lord on our side.
Okay, any firepower you need, I got you covered. Let's light this baby up.
For those who weren't here for the event, I still love the fact that this singular child has basically made a faction that is powerful enough that the Fatui say, we don't want to mess with you.
The Frost Moon Scions are behind you as well.
And the rest of you?
Oh, I'm all in, baby. I'm all in.
No
Oh, Dory's here.
objections? All right, then it's settled. This is the plan we're going with. Next up, an old tradition of mine. Anyone who wants to back out, now's your chance.
Nope, I'm all.
We can still back out of this?
I'm on. Come on.
Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling trapped because their mouth said yes before their brain had time to think things through.
A very people-first approach. I hear that's common practice in the Knights of Favonius.
Yeah, but
Who'd you hear it from? D-Luke?
Shh. We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be known only as Owl, please and thank you.
so D-Luke, basically.
This plan can only work if everyone does their part. Flint's and I will absolutely support it.
Does make sense that D-Luke is part of this network because he basically is Batman of Mondstadt, so he has a spy network as well.
We shall indeed. You'll be glad you accepted our help. Also, you are the last person I expected to see here, Miss Dory.
Well, we did sort of use up her artifacts, so that's probably the case.
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually call me Lord Sangama Bay. So, the longer your name, the higher your net worth. Is that the idea here?
No, it's just... Actually, I don't know why she has that name.
In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right, I know your full name. It's
Don't say a Fae's full name.
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a secret.
Exactly. Fairies and their full names are very, very crucial.
Okay, fine. Ugh, I'm actually only here as a favor for someone else. Do you have any idea how much it would cost to hire me otherwise? Oh, does this mean someone out there actually has the power to boss Dory around?
Alice. Probably Alice. I'm guessing Alice.
It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business partnership. She's actually the mom of a friend of yours.
Yep, it's Alice.
Said mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything. If I don't start building a little goodwill now, my whole business in Nod-Krai is gonna go down the drain!
Okay. So what exactly is so special about this pendant?
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen to me. So, she wanted me to have something that can store power to protect myself with. I finally got it all fully charged up with Kuvaki, and then never went and used it all up at once! Never lost so big in my life!
Yeah, the bet of, hey, I just want to borrow this, and if I don't use it, I'll give it back to you.
You're right. It was all my fault. I didn't mean to drain all the Kuvaki in the pendant, but I'll make it up to you.
You will? Well, in that case, how about you give me your chess set? And we call it even.
Of course, jumping right to something way more valuable.
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's yours if you want it. In fact, take it now, and I'll even throw in a free Raker of Solnari. Deal?
Yes, take it, and take the evil that is sealed within.
You're putting me in a difficult position here.
It's a very useful thing to have around, but I have a funny feeling it won't be around much longer. I guess we'll see in a couple of days.
Yes, is Rear going to bust his way out and destroy the thing, or will it even work once he's done?
Looks like bankruptcy for me.
Oh, come on, Dory. You are nowhere near bankrupt.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know. You might find a new business opportunity on the other side.
With an action plan in place, everyone chats, decides to check in and see each stage preparation going. So, let's see what these preparations are, because I'm very curious. Okay, let's see. Let's go look for Dory. Dory! Hey, Dory, what's your preparations?
Dory, how are things going? Feeling ready? Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. You think Lord Sangamabe would let an opportunity like this slip by?
Not at all. What you
Don't
got?
forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the goods on hand get to charge the highest price of all. Even higher than the sellers taking advance orders. Ta-da! See? It's right here.
Oh, that does look fancy. What is it?
It's so pretty. Did you make it?
No, I'm guessing that you got it from Alice. I had no idea you were so skilled with your hands.
No, I have a supplier. We go way back, so he made me a very attractive offer.
He? Who is he?
Aha! No wonder you were talking about lucky charms at the meeting. You've been getting Kave to make them for you.
Oh, Kave! Oh, right, that makes sense. That makes sense.
That's not the full story. It actually started a while back as a project between me and the Dendro Archon.
Oh, Nahida helped.
Mage Alice once warned me that this world won't stay safe forever. There may come a day when everyone faces a great crisis. I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe. I won't go into the details because it's all very complicated, but if you want to know more, you can ask the Dendro Archon about it sometime.
I'll pop Nahida a visit and ask her. She is the best radish.
Anyway, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kaveh to build this little contraption. As one of the top Kashara War talents, he was the obvious choice. Took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. Must have gone through at least a dozen designs before producing a final product. But that's Kaveh for you.
Yep, he's a perfectionist by nature. I mean, he basically paid out of his own pocket to build your house.
Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kaveh. Could I ask why I'm sending this technology to you? And what's your proposed use case? Has it been approved by the relevant authorities?
There are no relevant authorities in Nod-Krai.
So nosy. My fault for sending him the research permit to begin with.
Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project. He was probably just nervous because you're always so secretive about your business.
Could be, could be. Anyway, I just replied, let's hope there never has to be a use case, because it would involve grave danger.
Yep.
Fair enough. But it sounds like he was just being cautious. He probably felt responsible as the one who made it.
Fair. It is kind of a big deal as far as I can tell. It's a very big deal actually. So yeah, makes sense. Also, let me just move this around a bit so that way I can also look at that if I need to. Okay.
Or maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done that before. Not sure why though. His housemate doesn't seem to really care that much about this kind of stuff. Either way, all's well that ends well. I'm just glad to finally have my hands on the product. I wouldn't want to be without it, given the potential dangers that lie ahead.
Oh yeah, this is ominous. Like, it's interesting how even she is preparing for something.
Huh? What does that look mean?
It means we're surprised and worried.
Paimon's just super surprised. This must be the first time we've ever seen you actually get serious about something.
This is not the Lord Sangama Bay we're used to. What's...
Well, a long time ago, I made a promise to myself. I promised that I was gonna live every day of my life with a big beaming smile. Obviously, Mora plays a big part in that. But...
Yeah, okay, things are definitely serious if Dory is getting serious.
there are always gonna be times in life when you have to give something back. That could mean paying back a debt, returning a favor, or showing some kindness.
You know, I do like seeing this side of Dory. Outside of her, merchant vibe, she does give a...
Alice has been a huge help to me over the years. She was the first investor I ever had. And I want my investors to know that Lord Sangama Bay is the best in the business. And more than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens, I want to make sure the Dendro Archon and all of Sumeru is prepared to face whatever comes.
Okay, yeah, they're definitely building up with something big if they're having Dory get serious like this. So you never intended to ask for it back, did you?
Oh, that? I was just making sure Nefer and I are square. Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent act. I'm no saint, so don't treat me like something I'm not.
Are you sure, Dory? It sounds like you're a good person here.
My priority is doing the business that I want to do. So long as my conscience lets me, but it usually does. That's the Lord Sangama Bay business model.
Alright, if you say so.
I do say so, and that's the whole point. I'm a businesswoman. Don't go trying to figure out what kind of person I am. You'll exhaust yourself. Much easier for everyone involved if you just take my word for it.
I do like this. It's showing a bit more of the depths of Dory's character. Showing that, yes, she is greedy, but she has some scruples.
Oh, and could you two help me get this stuff where it needs to be? Thanks so much. You're my favorite assistants.
So that's step one. So now let's look at Kaveh, Jiren, and... Oh, Kaveh, Jiren... go ahead. Albedo and Jiren. Hey, you two. Everything going according to plan?
traveler, Paimon. It's good to see you.
Good to see you, Darren.
Everything going smoothly over here?
Sort of. As you're probably aware, Varka, Durin, and I captured some abyssal creatures from the Wild Hunt. Per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures. The process went very smoothly. The findings, however, come with some troubling implications.
Oh, well, that can't be good. What did you find?
What? You can actually dissect the Wild Hunt?
Oh yeah, he's Albedo. He can dissect anything.
That depends on your definition of Wild Hunt and dissection.
Harmless, lifeless. These words are accurate descriptions.
The Wild Hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of itself, it doesn't seem to possess anything akin to a human personality. But taken as a collective, the medium through which the Wild Hunt is summoned does appear to have a soul.
Oh, that's interesting. How does it operate? I am genuinely curious. How did the Rapier of Solnari get access to this Wild Hunt? We know it sort of sprung up from his fracturing, but still.
Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptatyr, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the foul Certology. But she barely mentioned Rerir at all. I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. Anyway, it's a pity. I should like to hear her thoughts on the nature of the lifeform he has become today. It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being channeled through a fractured physical existence. A consequence of being torn apart by an unknown power.
Yeah, so he's definitely an interesting creature here.
Perhaps the only explanation for his survival in this state is that he sacrificed a degree of individuality in exchange for a continued existence.
The question is why? Yes, Jaren?
Oh, sorry. Once I get talking about interesting research, I have a tendency to go on indefinitely.
Don't worry, I do the same thing. You talk about something interesting and the next thing you know, an hour has gone by.
Back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. Rerir's corpse is completely contaminated by the Abyss, and the effects are irreversible.
I'm honestly not surprised. He's one of the sinners, and I don't think they'd be able to break from the Abyss.
You could think of this as Rerir in mutated form. But in my view, even that would be inaccurate. In reality, his whole being has been consumed by the Abyss. In other words, he is now nothing more than a manifestation of abyssal power. Unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power. Hence, we cannot fundamentally destroy the Rapier of Solnari either.
Okay, that's a problem, but I'm guessing you have a solution.
Oh, that's terrible news. So, that's it? We can't defeat him? Not even if we get the power of the Three Moons?
The thing is, Paimon, there are a lot of things you can do even if you cannot defeat someone. We could seal him away, we could change him.
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world does not accept her presence. It's as if her creator banished her to a place she can never be accepted. It means she spends most of her energy just on her own survival.
Given the circumstances, it's only natural to despair. But we must see this plan through to the end. Time to kick off the backup plan.
Seal him away, right? We seal him away?
Oh, Paimon almost forgot. This is for you. Dory asked us to bring it.
Ah, how wonderful. Well, thank you for making the trip. Durin and I will be heading off shortly.
Nope, thanks, Albedo.
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you in person this time. Please be careful.
Don't worry, Jiren, we will. We can handle ourselves.
All right then. Stay safe.
Thanks. So that's Albedo's side. So I'm thinking maybe we're going to seal away the Rapier of Solnari. You know, weaken him, then seal him away in a box. That's always an option. So let's see over here. Okay, so there's Varka and all the Frost Moon Scions. So what are you going to tell us?
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes. The fate of my flock is in your hands, Grandmaster Varka. Please keep them safe.
My lady, what are you saying?
Well, he's not going to take part in the main fighting because they don't want to show him off this patch.
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest crisis the world has ever seen.
A bit exaggerating, but I get what you mean.
This is not a burden that we deserve to bear. But I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to act. I must do what I think is right. For me, that means fighting for the future of Nod-Krai.
But we can't exactly have the civilians in danger.
This gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka, Knight of Boreas. In my absence, please follow his lead.
Hey, everyone. Guess I should introduce myself. Well, to start with, I know my way around a battlefield.
Yep. Varka, you really need to adjust your tone or get your public speaking skills
Biggest
up.
strengths are honesty and hard workingness. Anyway, point is, I don't intend to let Lauma down. I'm gonna do everything in my power to keep every last one of you safe and sound.
I am a big buff guy. I can handle it. So Varka's keeping the Frostmoon Scion safe. And we go to the Frostmoon Enclave where Columbina and Dainsleif are. So, okay, why did they position this one as at the most awkward movement? Okay, that was
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it? I believe that's how the others addressed you.
Yes, that's her name, Dainsleif.
That's right. Names are funny things. Have you always been called Dainsleif?
Yes. I take it your own name has a more complicated history.
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be honest, I'm not even sure that Columbina is my name. At least, not in the same way that Dainsleif is yours.
I get the feeling that at the end of this entire quest line, there is going, well, when we get Columbina as a character, she's going to symbolize it by taking up her own name.
But it's what everyone calls me, and I go along with it. A lot of my life has been that way. I get so used to things that I forget to question why they are so.
To be fair, that's a normal thing for people. If you do certain things, you'll start doing them and not even question why you're doing them anymore.
I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people. Maybe something's wrong with me.
You're different from other people. I sensed it the first time we met.
You're more perceptive than most. I'm sure your long life and rich range of experience explains that. Do you ever find yourself missing Conria, Mr. Dainsleif?
I can say yes and no. Plus, if our sibling does their thing, Conria's gonna pop up again.
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. Other times I'm lying on the ground, defeated.
And others?
I don't recall any happy moments from that time. It has been too long.
Is that because hatred survives longer than love and affection?
Maybe, maybe not.
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. But whatever the reason, I remember little that was beautiful or sentimental. Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without your efforts, I never could have learned the hidden truth of his story.
And that allows you to know more about what's going on.
You're welcome. I know he's your friend.
Friend?
Huh. Or was he really a friend?
He betrayed me. And I never really understood what he was going through in life. Some friendship, that is.
Well, to be fair, by nature, he was the type of person that kept secrets, so he didn't tell you what he was going through as well. That's the problem when it comes to friends and secrets. Sometimes it can seem your friend is perfectly fine. Then one day, everything just crashes and burns.
Okay. So, do you plan to fight him with us? You see, you're torn. Now you know what really happened. You see the things he's done in a new light.
Yeah, Dainsleep, at this point, though, we have to accept the fact we're putting down a rabid dog.
I need some time.
But, unfortunately, he definitely does need to process everything.
Of course. I completely understand. Anyone else in your position would feel conflicted too. Actually, I went through something similar myself recently. Something happened that changed my perspective on a situation. A situation I took for granted at the time, but now I feel very grateful for it.
Oh?
You mean the Harbingers who still support you, even though you've left the Fatui?
Yes.
Well, yeah, because they're your friends at the end of the day. You have tea parties. Sure, Marionette is a tsundere about it, but she's still your friend.
I always thought they were only helping me because Harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned them. A warrant was even put out for my arrest. And even now, they still support me. Which means I was wrong about them all along.
Clearly, they view you as a friend.
Yep, even if one of them is super tsundere about it.
I feel a little guilty now. I regret not seeing her help for what it was, and not treasuring it. I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Hopefully, talking about it will do us both some good.
Yeah, sometimes just communicating and talking about something is great therapy.
Have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there? I think they've been listening.
Well, what do you expect? You guys just started talking this deep stuff and it was awkward to come out.
Huh. Shall we say hello?
Sure.
It's fun.
Hello.
They caught us!
Of course, one of them is Dainsleep, the other one's a literal god. Sorry, we're just concerned about you.
I apologize for making you worry.
It's fine, honestly, I'm still just surprised you were here before the end of our time in the region. You tend to only pop up then.
No doubt you wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down the Recher of Solnari. I'm afraid I need a little time, but I will seriously consider joining you.
You will? Oh, thank you so much! Everyone will be so grateful to hear that!
Any help you can provide is good help. You are a beast.
They needn't be. This was something that I was going to have to face up to eventually.
That doesn't matter to them. They're grateful to you regardless. You can't control their gratitude, so just accept it. And then, have a think about whether you're willing to join us.
Honestly, that's actually very good advice. You can't control someone's gratitude, so it's best to just accept it. Okay, now the Sanctum of the Oathkeeper.
It's nearly showtime! Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
Alright, so what's gonna happen here? What's the plan? Seriously, what's the plan? I don't know what's going on. We did not talk about the plan on screen, which is good for the sake of the plan, but still.
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Well, yeah.
Hey, Flint's! Been waiting here long?
Not too long. I came a little early so I'd have some time to think.
Are you nervous about the battle?
Quite the opposite.
Huh.
I'm reminiscing on my past battles.
Backstory?
When I was awakened by the Ratniki, I had not touched a weapon in many years. I felt like the battlefield was not where I belonged.
But
after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, I came to realize something. A life of absolute peace is simply not a possibility for me.
I have to say, Flynn's is just kind of cool with his design. I think they really got the gothic, edgy design without going too far.
My restless flame indicates that somewhere inside of me, there is a deep yearning to root out the evil in this world.
Ooh, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, in the past, when I was a Fae whose primary concern was hibernation, it was hardly ideal.
But now?
It certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces with you in this endeavor.
Looks like I'm not the first to arrive.
Yeah, the rest of us showed up a bit earlier.
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at first because of the nerves. But don't worry. I got enough sleep in the end. I'll be just fine.
Well, thanks for everything.
Please, I'm just doing my part.
Never! Over here!
So now Nephra's over here. Goods have been delivered.
Ino asked me to relay a message. She said Anefa will be on high alert and keep a close watch over all secondary districts where defense is required, providing support as necessary.
Good, because odds are Revere might attack civilians to try to force us to go and help.
Meanwhile, Ino herself will provide range support to us directly, using her latest invention.
Ah, yes. What did she invent? An orbital laser?
Excellent. My thanks to all involved.
Oh, right. He's about to pop out of that thing.
The chest set's looking a little unstable.
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage at a moment's notice.
No sense sitting around waiting. Let's make the first move while we still have the option.
Yeah, once we're in ready, pop the lid, let him out.
I agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
Got it! Be careful, traveler!
I will. Let's do this thing. Oh, speaking. Again, I always get surprised by that.
Everyone, take your positions as soon as the battle starts.
Why didn't we take the positions ahead of time?
Every ounce of strength we have in our bones, let us bring to this fight.
Ready?
Ready. Ready. Let's do this thing.
Let's go.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
Well, I am going to rewrite this story, Revere.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Oh. Oh, this is a loading screen. Oh! Oh, this is a badass loading screen. So custom loading screen. Oh, where? What the? How'd I end up here?
The moonlight betrays you.
You too!
Leave this place.
Let me help you guys.
The moonlight betrays you.
Dodge, dodge.
Branch into song.
Absurd.
The moonlight.
No more lies.
Okay. Alright, go, go, go.
The mystery unravels.
Go.
It all adds up.
Him hard, him fast. Flynn, do your thing.
Observe to dust. Be silent. The moonlight betrays you.
Flynn.
Move.
Go!
The moonlight
Can't hide the truth.
betrays you.
It all falls in.
I know, provide support.
Night falls.
Okay, hit. Lama, do your thing. Give us support. Okay, and now. Trying it.
With the moon, and so shall it.
What must I do here?
The moon will protect you.
Oh, I see. Follow this. He should be over here. Okay.
A grave transgression. You poor.
Okay.
Be silent. Observe.
Okay. There you are.
Can't hide the truth.
Fire. When will it be as you
Okay.
foretold?
Okay, okay.
Steady now.
Gotcha.
Come here.
Gotcha, gotcha.
The mystery unravels. It all adds up.
Okay, him hard. Him. Alma, do your thing. I know. Provide support. And.
Futile.
Okay, got pain. Alright, alright, alright.
It all adds up. Seek within.
Hit him hard. Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
Receive my blessing.
And.
Can't hide the truth.
Hunt him down. The moonlight betrays you.
Okay.
It all adds up.
I know, do your thing.
Stay your hand. Branch into song.
Alright, and now.
Futile.
Can't hide the truth. It all falls into place.
Come on, he's almost there.
Your little game of heroics is over. Who wants to go first?
Okay.
Get out of my sight!
Well, he's just activated super mode.
No, we've been separated.
You okay?
Never. Where are the others?
Stuck outside the barrier. I guess he really doesn't like us.
Yeah, I noticed.
I told you before. Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Be careful what you wish for.
Lauma, can you hear me?
Hold on, where? Silence.
Voices are gone.
Destroyed.
But I know they're still there.
Reborn.
Focus. Stick to the plan. Remember my most important task. Just follow me. If I can stall him for long enough, the moment will come.
Dodge, dodge. Circle.
No more lies.
Destroyed.
The deception ends
Okay.
here.
Gotta keep him distracted. Dodge. Dodge. Hit hard.
It all adds up.
Get behind him, get behind him. Get behind him.
No more lies. The mystery
Now.
unravels.
I hit water. Dodge.
Can't hide the truth.
He has a blind spot behind him. You have to. So you have to keep him
It all adds up. No more lies.
dodge.
Nowhere to hide.
Yeah, but I'm still chipping away at you. Oh, come on. Stop moving. Okay, where is he going? Back in the center. Okay, he's doing something big. I just have to get to Kavaki. 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 Good. I should be protected by whatever nonsense he's about to pull. Alright, dodge. Dodge. Good.
The shield's broken. I can't keep it up.
Don't push your luck.
Shameless.
It all adds up.
Okay, explosions, got it. Explosion dives.
The mystery unravels. No more lies. It all adds up.
Dodge. Dodge around.
Absurd. No more lies.
Dodge. Okay. Water. And hit him in behind. Yeah, he definitely has a definitely has like a blind spot behind him with always the explosions always get me though. Alright, and hit, chip, get hard. Not like that.
No more lies.
Okay, I've definitely entered the stage. Okay. Okay, I'm chipping him down, okay?
The deception
Okay. Come on.
Can't hide the truth.
I keep forgetting that explodes.
It all adds up.
Yeah, but I'm still... Okay, is he doing the thing? Oh, there you are. Okay, he's doing the thing again. Get to the Kavaki. 1 shield. 2 shield. 3. I'm good.
There's no other way.
What? Okay, doing a thing. Okay, so use this big nuke move. That's actually... If we survive this...
The only way to defeat Rarer is to borrow his own power.
Ah! Oh, that's how it works.
That means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his attacks. You have to hold on. Find a way to keep him focused on killing the two of you.
Ah, basically piss him off. Make him want to murder me.
Never! Your eyes are bleeding.
Soon you will be powerless to resist.
Yes.
And then I will reduce you to dust.
Right, right.
Dust will plague your memories. Come on. Keep holding on.
Any other tricks up your sleeve? Let's see them. As entertaining as they are, you've backed yourself into a corner.
Or have we lured you into a
Don't fool
trap?
me. I see your fear clear as day.
Yeah,
I have to stoke his rage. Make him unleash everything.
exactly. Get him.
You fear what you could never defeat. You fear the thought of never being able to save your beloved.
Oh, hit him right in the trauma button. Slam it hard.
You cannot win the fight against fate, Rarir.
Is that what you think?
And there it is.
Well, now it's your turn to feel afraid.
Yes.
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Let's see what becomes of you!
There it is. Albedo, good job.
What's happening? That power.
Gold.
I've seen it before.
So we have Columbina, Durin, and...
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using Pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
So, we have a student of Gold Rhine-Daughter in our midst.
How about that?
Yeah, I do like they're showing the blood tears. Hello!
You use my own power against me?
Exactly.
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar?
And more. Now we have you and I. That's where you wanted to go, isn't it?
Don't you realize? You don't have the power to hold that gate open.
I don't, but someone else does.
Hello.
Goodbye, Rerir.
Ah, yes, the classic.
We won.
Yeah. Durin, are you alright? Oh yeah, it's... I like how she does get a bit more sassy, and she has that coup de res sass as well that I love. Also, that is actually a smart tactic. Just, if you can't beat him, and you can't fully seal him away, then banish him to Florida!
Nefer, how are your eyes?
They're fine. Apart from the blindness, of course.
Oh?
It's not too late.
Let me handle it.
Yeah. Alright, she has that whole thing where she can use her blood as a healing ball. Which, in this situation, is definitely needed. Nefer took...
Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was the most reckless thing I've ever seen you do.
Oh, you two, please stop flirting.
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake. We had to do something.
Even so. Okay. I guess you're right. Under the circumstances, it was a wise decision. You traded your eyes for an an incredible victory.
The question is, are you going to go blind or not?
In business terms, I suppose that's a huge return on investment.
I'd be hard-pressed to argue otherwise.
Still, I don't like this outcome, and I don't want you to lose your sight for good. People suffer when they make sacrifices they shouldn't have to make, whether that means faith, strength, or in this case, your ability to even see. I had hoped you could win without sacrificing so much as a single hair on your head.
That is good. You don't... Sacrifices sometimes have to be made, but it's preferable that you don't have to make them.
Thank you. Really.
All done.
And...
Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing in a couple of days. Until then, please follow your recovery plan to the letter. I'll send full details through Yehoda. For now, just get yourself home, relax, and rest. My dear friends, we have fought bravely and achieved a spectacular victory. A dark cloud has been lifted from the skies of Nod-Krai. All in this land will be grateful for what you have done.
Yeah, but I think it's only a temporary reprieve. We didn't kill him, we didn't fully seal him away, we just sort of yeeted him somewhere else.
The moon will remember this day. Thank you both.
Yehoda showed up and helped Nefer get home, and you, of course, have Paimon to escort you back. The sight of Nefer navigating the road with her eyes closed is a new one for you. She proceeds cautiously, but as her silhouette disappears into the distance, you notice that she seems almost smug.
There's something I want to let you know.
Is this the fact that this probably isn't the end?
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their powers, I also felt everything they felt.
And
since Nefer's eyes were injured, my eyes are hurting now too.
But you never open your eyes.
Hold on. Let me try.
I only feel the pain. There's no actual damage. I just thought I should tell you.
Okay.
You're right. There's no damage. That's a relief.
But
But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the Kutar share something like this with me. In the past, you never used to open up about yourself.
Well, she's learning more and more about being a person.
Things are a little different now from how they were. I'm learning to share how I truly feel with my friends.
Yeah, she does definitely want to be a bit more friendly and maybe a little bit pampered.
Friends. You have no idea how glad I am to hear that.
And I think it was also realizing that some of the other Harbingers were actually her friends. Probably helps her a bit. And you can't help but break into a smile at the word friend. As a warm fuzzy feeling fills your chest. One by one, your fellow teammates report in to inform you that everything is under control. At Lauma's insistence, you lie down. You fought on the front lines against the rear, and now you need rest. Something doesn't feel right. I feel like there's still more going on here. Something just... This can't be the end. That was too easy.
Yay! You're awake!
Hi, Paimon.
How are you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you sleep well?
Well, as well as I could.
I'm doing alright, Paimon. No need to worry about me.
And once again, I keep getting surprised by the fact that she's actually talking.
Phew! Well, that's good. Paimon's been sitting on the edge of the bed worrying about you for ages. You slept a whole day and night. Poor Paimon had to eat all by her lonesome.
Glad to hear you didn't starve. How is the food?
Well, it wasn't the same without you there to share it.
Yeah. Yeah, it is one of the things that how it goes with the heels, and the hilarious thing is when it comes to the cosplayers, because when she was first revealed and had those fancy, ridiculous hover heels, some cosplayers had to go very, get very creative to get it working.
Honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual self. She couldn't enjoy the food and settle down to sleep.
Thanks, Paimon. I'm happy that you worry about me.
Well, I'm back to normal now.
Oh yeah, and Albedo swung by earlier. He said to tell you to head to the tavern when you woke up. Varker and the others are organizing a victory feast and they want to celebrate with you.
Thanks.
He also dropped off some medical supplies, but you seem fit as a fiddle, so guess you won't be needing those.
Oh yeah. As actual... Yeah, I understand what you mean. That they want actual barefoot, but... again, I can also understand the fact that they kind of put themselves in a corner when it came to the models. Definitely should have just figured out a way to have a model that is walking normally, but what can you do? I think the issue is less the model and more the animations, since I believe every character is animated with heels in mind, at least female characters.
Let's head over now. Wouldn't want to keep them waiting.
Yep, let's go see our friends. Before the moon fell. Still, that was a fight, but it definitely doesn't feel like it's our final fight with him.
We're here.
Hello.
Oh, Traveler and Paimon! Perfect timing. We were literally just saying how there's no way we're holding this victory feast without you any longer, and we would have postponed it till tomorrow.
How are you feeling today?
Oh, I'm feeling good, Albedo. I'm feeling good.
Much better, thanks. Don't worry about me.
Relieved to hear it. If that changes, just let me know. Happy to check you over at any time.
Yep, we're here for you. Anything you need, just let us know.
Oh wait, where's Nefer?
Probably still recovering.
How are her eyes doing?
Nefer's right over there.
Potato is everyone uses one of their 3 per gender model bases. Yeah, that is the issue. I think Varka is the first major one that has deviated from the model thing. Like, I get why they do it. They need a model base to build off the rest of the stuff. Cuts down development time quite considerably. Like with Zenless Zone Zero, for instance, they just go full ham. I have no idea how high their budget is, but even then, they still have certain bases there. It's just, those bases clearly are designed to be a lot more modifiable.
I'm sure she'd love to catch up with you.
So, I still want to hear what you talk about. Oh, and is this just repeating the thing? Okay, so if I click... Okay, yeah, I just went through this.
How are you feeling today?
Much better.
Relieved to hear it.
Yep, we're...
Oh wait, where's Nefer?
How are her eyes?
Nefer's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to catch up.
Okay, that was a thing. Ooh, Dory, hello.
Hello, you. Recovered from the battle?
Mostly recovered, thanks. I'm touched you lost.
Come on, what do you mean? Of course I'm gonna ask. I care about my friend's well-being. And we are friends, aren't we?
Of course we are, Dory.
Get yourself a drink. You've more than earned it. In fact, today, your drinks are on me. Lord Sangama Base got you covered.
Okay, Dory, what's your game here?
Wow, really? What about Paimon? Has she earned it too? Has she? Please?
Well, you haven't been through quite as much as the Traveler, but... what the heck, sure.
Well, you're going to regret that. She's a bottomless pit.
Hey! Wow! Drinks on Dory! What a historic day.
Hey, keep your voice down, or everyone else is gonna want in too. Have you heard anything I've been saying recently? Doing business in Nod-Krai has been an absolute nightmare. If I'm buying for everyone, oh...
You'll go bankrupt?
Okay. Paimon will speak more quietly. Jeez.
That's more like it. Don't you forget, Lord Sangama Bay doesn't just go around buying drinks for anyone and everyone.
Okay, and let's see. Now we have... Oh, Varka. Hey, Varka.
I thought of 1,000 ways to congratulate you, but now you're here, words are failing me.
Give me beer. Give me drinks. Give me wine.
The honorary knight stuns them speechless once again.
Ah, nice. Nice the pose.
Well said. The honorary knight showed us all how it's done.
Exactly.
The other knights told me that Mondstadt was the first stop on your journey. All of us are truly delighted to count you as our friend.
No problem. No problem, Varka.
I'd like to thank you for supporting the Knights of Favonius, and also for helping us save Nod-Krai.
Don't mention it, Grandmaster.
Nonsense. Of course I'm gonna mention it. This is more than just business. It's a relationship. And there can be no relationship without showing gratitude where it's due.
Thanks, Varka. Thank you very, very much. You know, one thing which I've just been thinking about recently is I'm probably never going to really play the whole Miss Milstein Wonderland thing. Not really my style, plus I've heard complaints about the monetization policy being a bit predatory, to be perfectly honest. But one thing I'm sort of hoping is that all the costume assets they're making for that game, that they reuse it for NPCs in the future. Would allow them to make NPCs that look at least a bit more unique by basically having a catalog of costumes and clothing to use. At least that's what I hope miHoYo is going to be doing in the future. Hey Nefer, how you feeling? Can you see?
Traveler, Paimon, are you recovering well?
Well, hope and pray, they say. Exactly. I mean, it's only logical in my opinion. They're already spending money to create these cosmetics, and a lot of them are very mix and matchable, so why not make use of them?
Turns out that moon chanter has some real talent after all. My eyes were mostly recovered after just a couple days rest. I can actually open them again now.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful. Lauma says not to strain your eyes while they're still healing.
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
Yehoda, could I borrow you for a moment? I could do with an extra pair of hands.
Giving us some privacy. Thank you, Lauma.
Oh, sure. Coming. Did you hear that? I gotta go help Lauma for a second. You guys chat among yourselves. I'll grab us some drinks on the way back. Paimon, you still like 'em sweet?
Of course.
You bet. Make it extra sweet, because Paimon's earned it.
Yeah, Nefer with glasses would look pretty nice.
Sure thing.
It would look pretty nice with Nefer with glasses. So, what's on your mind, Nefer?
The Raker of Solnari. Kind of a snake, don't you think?
Kind of a wolf in my mind.
No, definitely a snake. A poisonous one who spewed his venomous hatred everywhere.
Fair enough, that does work.
Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. That's something my dad used to say.
I guess he didn't like seeing people go down the path of vengeance. Are you going to clarify some stuff from your backstory?
Perhaps. I'm sure it sounds like a very wise and open-hearted perspective to your ears. But me? I think hatred is a perfectly justifiable emotion.
True enough. Like, the thing about hatred is that with a lot of emotions, some emotions are not good isn't the right word, but they're justified. Some not so much, but I can see why hatred can be justified.
What else is left when everything you depended on in life gets stripped away? Something's gotta fuel that drive to keep on living.
when I look at your life, I see a lot of things that you can depend on.
If you're worried about me, you can nip that in the bud. I'm not someone who gets stuck in the past. It's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father a liar. He was just a fool. That's why the academia turned their back on him, and why the other tribes ganged up on him.
He was kind of hopeful, and he believed too much in the good of others.
Oh, Father. How much better things could have been if you were a skilled liar. Look at the Ibis King. Thoth is a fiendishly cunning liar. And yet, strangely, he feels more like a father to me than my real dad ever was.
Well, yeah, I can understand that.
He's never brought it up, but I'd bet he feels the same way. Why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth, while at the same time training me in the art of deception?
Well, sadly, I've never heard his voice, so what is he like?
Well, King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison, and posed 3 questions to him. He promised that he'd have his freedom if he could find the answers.
What were they?
His response was to take on a physical form and approach me, hoping that I could become his envoy and search for one of the answers on his behalf. Did he really think I'd fall for that? He's stuck there. He can't make me return what he gave to me.
I have a feeling that's going to be a quest in the near future. You definitely sound like father and daughter.
So that's enough for you to decide he's nice, is it?
Well, no, it just sounds like how a father and daughter...
He's a prisoner, and he was scared. So he decided to perform some good deeds to win people's approval. He lives in fear because he's a deceiver. How is Rerir any different? You can't work as a spy your whole life and expect a happy ending.
Are you talking about him or yourself? Because I think you can get a happy ending, Nefer.
It's preposterous. Yet I can't say I don't understand it. Liars live in the darkness of their own making. But it's still human nature to want to go on living.
Yeah, I know that there's a plot hook there because like I know that there's more quest stuff to do after this.
They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think?
I have to disagree.
Oh, really? Well, it takes a very kind person to find compassion even for liars. If you ask me, the soul of a liar really is worth nothing. Because all they care about is themselves.
Yet you have gone a long way to care about other people, Nefer.
For example, when something good falls into my lap, I don't go sharing the news around. Stops other people trying to steal it from me.
I have a feeling some people over there may have overheard that.
So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them.
Is that your way of saying you've warmed up to them now?
Wow, is that what it looks like?
Well, what it looks like is you're starting to see us as your friends.
Well, you all know my past now. And I can't simply eliminate everyone who knows too much. So I guess I just have to put up with you. For the foreseeable future, at least.
Well, yeah, you're going to put up with me, because you're probably going to be my main DPS for a bit once I finish building you.
When you find yourself in a situation you can't control, the safest play is to keep calm and start monitoring everyone involved like a hawk. In the intelligence world, you need to have a sense of perspective and play your hand accordingly. If you understand what's at stake, please ensure my secret is safe with you. I trust you'll respect my wishes as a friend. But don't forget, I will also be watching you like a hawk.
Don't worry, Nefer, I'll keep your secret safe.
Very good.
I won't share your embarrassing childhood memories.
Oh, wait! Now that the panic's over and we've all calmed down, Paimon suddenly remembered something.
Oh, what is it?
After all that build-up, our mystery ally never showed up even once.
Right, yeah, a mystery ally never really showed. And now it's... A noise is coming from indoors.
Huh?
Oh?
Am I imagining things?
What's going on? We just saw finish a quest. What's going on now?
So, that close colleague who stayed behind with you? What's he been up to recently?
Oh. The doctor, right? That bastard?
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction from hanging out with Bosco too than him.
Yeah, the doctor is like that.
Although, now you mention it, he hasn't bothered me in a while. I wonder if...
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever gave to the world. But I somehow doubt that's what's going on. He won't lie low forever. So we'd better stay on guard.
Dottore. Dottore is one of those characters I am so looking forward to stabbing. Multiple times. In the eyes. Maybe the fingers. Most certainly in the heart. Dottore. Everyone. Okay, there's still more going on. Wow, this quest just keeps going on and on and on.
Ah, Lord Sangama Bay. How lovely to see you. I must thank you for the device you provided. It was an enormous help. Would I be right in thinking that it was developed by the Academia?
Why come and ask me when you clearly know already?
Well, you know, she wants to hear you say it.
I mostly came to thank you.
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your cards right, and you might even stand a chance of becoming my long-term supplier.
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable investor as yourself would be a great honor for the Curatorium.
Huh? Charitable? Who said anything about charity? First time hearing about it.
Well, yeah, I mean, you did buy us our drinks, and...
Let's see. The first plot of land you purchased in Nod-Krai, your desert interests, and...
Stop! What do you think you're doing? Exposing my investment history!
Yeah, what have you been doing, Dory?
It's nothing to hide from. They're all perfectly legitimate investments. And some of the land you purchased was with the intent of building a sanctuary? Yes, I heard about that too.
How did you...
She's Nefer.
You're a curious case, Lord Sangama Bay. You don't like people finding out about your good deeds, do you?
One of those people. Wants to be shady, but does good deeds as well. Hello, kitty cat. My kitty cat decided to show up. Hello, Frodo. You wanted to say hello to the good kitty lady? Say hello to Nefer. Yes, you are. You're so cute.
But I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to keep things under wraps, where there's a will, there's a way. You did it for Sumeru, didn't you?
Yep. Like Dory does generally mostly care about Sumeru.
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste otherwise. I figured if I built something there, it might at least get some use in an emergency. Disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. I've lost family to a disaster before, and I don't want to lose any friends or business partners if I can help it.
So you were basically prepping emergency evacuation points.
My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. Somewhere with plenty of food, water, and medicine. Where everyone could live happy lives.
Ah, I see. You're a very good person, Dory.
It was something I looked into, but after discussing things with the Dendro Archon, I decided on a more effective strategy. The tech people handled the tech, and Moneybags provided the Mora. It just made the most sense.
It's a pity that so few people know the truth about you. Everyone says that you view everything in terms of Mora, and all you care about is growing your own wealth.
No, she is actually a shady yet good person.
So, what's the problem with that? Everyone wants to be rich. It's human nature. So yes, I love Mora, and it's nothing to be ashamed of.
But surely you have dreams of your own, beyond just making Mora.
Well, of course she does, but she also is a good person.
You don't get it, do you? My dream is to invest in other people's dreams. And, you know, make a nice little slice for myself along the way.
Ah, I see.
Just thinking about it makes me happy. That sweet, sweet sound of Mora.
Thank you.
For the device?
No, for everything you've been doing, Dory.
And the pendant.
Oh, that. I was just returning a favor. Don't worry about it.
Seems like we've both been away from home for a very long time.
Yeah. So long that I barely remember what my family even looked like.
Oh.
That would be your mother, father, and sister?
I have a feeling they might be dead.
Yeah, though it's been years since my sister passed away.
Okay, the sister is dead.
It's not like I want to forget them, obviously, but memory can be even more ruthless than the most calculating business person. Beyond a certain point, if something isn't helping you, it just gets rid of it. My sister can't help me now. Slowly but surely, her face is fading from my mind's eye. It's become a vague impression.
Not everything will fade. When loved ones pass away, the beautiful memories are the ones that last the longest.
Yeah, that's true. If you ask me, that's the one silver lining in all of it.
Well, that, plus, I'm sure that life is much better now than it was back then.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's rolling in the money.
Oh, absolutely. I have tons of Mora, a big beautiful house, business is booming, and I'm as happy as can be. You've got a lot going for you too. Boss of the Curatorium of Secrets? I'm sure there's plenty of Mora to be made in that line of work.
Well, probably.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
It's interesting to see the character interactions. Helps flesh everyone out rather nicely. So now Varka, Jiren, and Albedo.
How have you been holding up? Any adverse reactions? If you start to take a turn for the worse, make sure you tell me right away.
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster. I'm fine. I mean, I barely did anything.
You literally did a lot.
What? You're too humble, young man.
You played an indispensable role in the battle for Nod-Krai. We can't thank you enough for your support.
Yep, you did the whole mind link thing. That does a lot, and you tipped the balance.
When people praise you, it's because you deserve it. The best thing is to accept it calmly and with grace. It's important to learn how to respond to words of admiration.
Let's do a quick demonstration. Albedo, that was an incredible feat of alchemy. The pressure was on, but you worked flawlessly at lightning speed to get the job done.
Thank you. I can't take all the credit, though. Durin played a big part in forming the alchemical array.
Yep.
See? Did you catch that? A masterclass in how to take a compliment.
I just like them being, well, Albedo being a big brother to Jiren, and obviously Varka being a good uncle.
Okay, yeah, I did work pretty hard to help prepare for the battle. No point denying that.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, sounds great work. Seriously, great work, everyone. You really outdid yourselves.
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, traveler.
Seems like you've recovered. You won't need to take any more medication.
Can I get you a drink?
Sure, Darren.
Huh? You know how to order at a bar now? You've sure learned a lot recently.
Handling a drinks order is ridiculously simple compared to alchemy. Don't worry, I'll blend into society yet.
Well, you're not going to blend in by your appearance, Jiren. You kind of stand out.
Paimon believes it. You're clearly a fast learner. Just just like your brother. To be totally honest, though, Paimon didn't quite follow all the details when you first explained the plan to us.
Don't worry, that's completely understandable. Unless you're a student of alchemy, it's hard to grasp the principle and how the process works.
To put it in the simplest terms, we saw how our enemy stole the power of Kuvaki. And that gave us the idea of stealing his power to turn it against him.
Steal your power, then throw it back at you, which is a very effective strategy because Rerir was both weakened by it, because, you know, his power was drained. Columbina was buffed, and all the other stuff we added.
When facing an enemy you have no hope of defeating, it's best not to engage them in battle. So, instead of looking for a way to overpower him, we decided to help Columbina get strong enough to at least stand up to him in a fight.
Hello, Scar. Hello, Scar. You missed a big combat moment, but that's fine. You can see it on the VOD. I hope you enjoyed the stream.
For this to work, we had to analyze his modes of attack, confirm who his main target was, and make sure that he wouldn't go beyond the range of the alchemical array. For added security, we prepared a total of 4 arrays. But to mitigate the impact of the battle, we identified one location in particular as the ideal spot, which is where the confrontation took place.
So basically, we made sure to fight him on the one spot that worked.
The alchemical array absorbed his abyssal power. Then Durin processed it to render it usable by Columbina.
Oh yeah, for those of you wondering, Durin was like an abyssal dragon thing that Gold created, so makes sense that he can handle it a lot better than most people.
That power enabled her to do what would otherwise have been nigh on impossible.
What surprised me was that Dainsleif actually agreed to join us. Given his history with Rerir, he had every right to sit this one out. But we're extremely grateful for the decision he made.
Yeah, confronting a former friend, that cannot be easy. Yeah, that's fine, Scar. I understand that people get fairly busy. I'm not quite sure how long this stream is going to go. No, I mostly just want to complete this section of the quest hooks.
It must have been a painful choice to make. But I'm sure that making a decision was far better for him than staying in limbo.
Yeah, making the decision is the best choice most of the time.
Absolutely. He was torn between 2 paths, but in the end, he made his choice and stuck to it resolutely. He doesn't strike me as the sort of person who'd stay trapped in limbo for long. Anyway, however you cut it, everyone gave a stellar performance. And now, it's time to kick back and celebrate.
I'm still wondering if we've actually dealt with Rerir, because we just sort of threw him in a portal. Like, he's definitely going to be gone for a bit, but he might show up again. And that's probably what's going to happen later on. Oh.
That's the only reason you're here.
Marionette? Hello, Tsundere friend?
Yes. I've thought a lot about it. And I've realized that you, me, and Arlecchino should be friends.
I just love this interaction between these two.
I think this is very important. So I felt I had to come and tell you.
Well, this is a new one.
I'm so moved.
I can't even hold my teacup. If that's all, you can leave now.
Again, the amount of tsundere energy she gives off is just fantastic.
Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being co-workers?
What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold? Right now, my politeness module is active. But if you say another word, I swear I'll shut it down.
Yeah, gotta remember that she is also a robot.
If your politeness module was active, wouldn't you say the word please at some point?
And I just love the sass Columbina puts out whenever interacting with her.
Polonia, please see Lady Columbina to the door.
Will you still invite me to your next tea party?
What?
Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Sandrone.
Once again, the sass between these two. And now we show up. Catching up with a friend? I hope I'm not interrupting. Oh, by the way, I kind of beat up like 50 guards on the way here.
Last time, the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it myself this time?
We just wanted to, see how you were doing now that it's all over.
Why? Out of concern for my safety? I hope you didn't seriously think that the Rayhir of Solnari would be able to lay so much as a finger upon me, given how prepared I was.
Well, he basically could have. He just sort of left because we weren't there.
Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay. Looks like all your robots are fixed, huh?
Yeah, I see spy books and teacups on the table. Afternoon tea, so we are interrupting after all.
Oh, don't you worry about that. Tea time is already a write-off. The visitor before you managed to kill my appetite.
Oh yeah, exactly. He could have ripped the entire place to shreds, but that wouldn't have gained him anything.
If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help yourself. Otherwise, it's going to waste.
Oh, thank you.
My coasters are still missing in action, though. Use this notebook instead.
Oh, is this the way you're passing us information?
Whoa! Pretty hefty notebook. Look at all those calculations.
You can ignore those. They're just dumb scribblings.
Again, I just love the tsundere energy.
I doodle and write in my free time. Sometimes I remember the distant dreamlike past. Sometimes I imagine the far-flung future. And other times, I grit my teeth and note down all the crazy nonsense going on in the present. Some people do the crosswords in the newspaper. This is my equivalent of that.
Basically, you write down stuff that you think.
Trying to predict the future is like daydreaming. And writing about the present just makes me furious. The past is my favorite. If nothing else, it's already set in stone, so I don't have to rack my brains trying to figure it all out.
Yeah, and I know where you're from.
Huh. Although, having said that, the only vaguely interesting memory in my past is probably that guy they call Lord Artificer.
You mean Elaine Ingulatoni? For those of you who don't know, this is a fun thing from all the way back in Fontaine. There was a pretty long Fontaine quest chain that involved this old faction of inventors who were trying to avert the prophecy in their own ways. And basically, I think we know for a fact that he basically made the marionette and modeled her after his little sister. At least I believe so.
Who else? Pretty much all the mecha in Fontaine are his personal handiwork.
Including you.
Wait, are you saying you know him? Like, personally? As a friend?
No, he made her.
I mean, I guess we were friendly enough.
But, so you've actually met him?
Yep. In fact, I'm probably the only normal person left who knew him at all.
Calling yourself normal.
We used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. Before he passed away, he asked me to destroy all his manuscripts. I honored his request, but I did read through everything first before destroying them.
Oh yeah, I destroyed them all, but I did read through them and add them to my databanks.
I mean, I couldn't let the genius of Lord Artificer Alain Guillotin disappear like that. Would have been such a waste.
So, that's where the formulas in your notebook are from?
I just told you. Those are my equivalent of crossword puzzles. They're just dumb formulas that I solve for fun when I'm bored.
Yeah.
Alain's work was like epic poetry. The formulas in my notebook are just silly little riddles in comparison.
In other words, he was a big, massive genius, and you don't feel like you measure up just yet.
Not that there's anything bad about them. I mean, at least solving those riddles isn't going to hurt anyone. Except me, because I lose a few brain cells in the process.
That's more like a parent, exactly. And he is basically her parent.
Anyway, while we're on the topic, I might as well tell you about what happened to him and his friends.
Oh, I already know.
Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They spent their childhood years together in the Nod-Krai Institute.
Yep. We know this one. I know this one.
They were all quite competitive, so there was some rivalry between them. But it was a friendly rivalry. But beneath the friendship and the rivalry ran something deeper. A sense of nostalgia for the past.
Yep.
Unfortunately, childhood would end. The prophecy would come true. The apocalypse would arrive. And the future would never be.
Yeah, unfortunately.
A mad dream that would normally only capture the minds of lunatics begin to take root in their hearts. A dream of saving the world.
So, fun fact. That quest chain gave you a sword. That's the sword I gave to my traveler because I like the aesthetic.
And if Renee and Alain had been people of lesser wits, that dream would probably have ended up as something for them to joke about in their older years.
But he was a genius.
But alas, they were some of the sharpest minds around. They nurtured that dream with the full power of their intellect, and it grew into something that ate away at their souls. The first of them to fall under its spell was Renee. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve and parted ways with Renee.
I see what they're doing here. Basically, they know for a fact that not every player did that quest. That was a very long quest chain, lots of moving parts you had to stumble upon. And then there's just the added factor that how should I phrase this? There's the added factor with how people, it's been a few years, so people might not remember it in detail.
It's complicated. Alain wanted to believe that Renee only did what he did for the sake of their friendship. But when he told me about what happened, I could tell he still had some suspicions about Renee's motives. Perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even then. The next time they met, Renee's soul had been completely engulfed by the dream of salvation. His futile attempt to change the tide of fate only resulted in a wave that swallowed up the world, even before the apocalypse.
Yeah, I ended up fighting him and beating him.
And although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with a vengeance.
Yep, I had to deal with that thing.
As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream of salvation once more.
Exactly, I had to fight that guy.
But I'm told that the attempted resurgence finally died out for good. At long last, Renee awoke from his deluded dream. Though of course by then it was far too late.
You know, I do wonder how this would probably be different if you never did the quest. I can imagine that they probably made a version of this that's sort of hinting you in the right direction to do it.
What do you think of Renee? Do you admire his transcendent genius? His view that any price was worth paying to achieve the lofty goal of saving the world?
The thing is...
Or do you despise him? Dismiss him as an evil madman who wrought havoc on the lives of everyone around him as he pursued his delusional dream?
The thing is, the dream was good. The problem is when you have a greater good that you're achieving. And when you get the mindset that no cost is too great. Right? And once no cost is too great, then you start throwing your own children into the abyss to make a single Hollow Knight.
Same difference, really. Just a matter of perspective.
I honestly don't know.
What a cop-out. But I suspect you'd have a more incisive and insightful answer if we dug into it further.
What about you? What's your take on Renee?
I don't like fanatics who give up their whole lives for their ideology. Nor do I like fools who let their delusions take control. Maybe I could understand if Renee had just been an ordinary person. But he had a sage-like intellect. And still managed to get himself lost in the labyrinth of his own desires.
Issue is that when you have capability, you kind of have the ability to also do more crazy things, and when a normal human sees something insurmountable, the geniuses and the people who actually have the ability to achieve it, they can push further, and not really wake up from the delusions.
Anyway, that's enough about Renee. Now, moving on to Alain Guillotin, the Lord Artificer. He managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up by Renee. But after that, Alain lost his friends and family. To his credit, I suppose, the loss of his family and friends was purely a tragic accident. It's not like Alain sacrificed them for his cause or anything. After that, the only thing supporting his work was the same dream that had dragged his closest friend down to the abyss. But although the desire to save Fontaine drove him to found the Fontaine Research Institute, Alain continued to reject any form of transcendental knowledge or power. He was suspicious and fearful of it, having seen the way it had affected his closest friend.
To be fair, transcendental power, outside strength, that can corrupt you very easily.
I think that formulas and machines derived solely from human intellect were the only thing that gave him a sense of spiritual comfort. Yet Alain's intellect was simply too great. It barely left him space to breathe in his lifetime. Once he realized that the end of his life was approaching, he finally accepted the truth. The Nod-Krai Institute needed someone, and a human being, to see its story through to the end. He quit working on his formulas, trading them in for the fairy tales that had played such a formative role in his childhood, but which he barely touched in his adult life.
And how did he solve this?
He told me that the director of the Nod-Krai Institute used to read those fairy tales to the children as bedtime stories. Apparently, they worked wonders at sending kids off to sleep.
Yep, the Oceanid. She's still
I
there.
think that all he wanted at that time in his life was to be able to sleep deeply without being plagued by depression. By that point, nothing else really mattered. At the very end, he laid down to rest in the ruins of the former Nod-Krai Institute orphanage, while the Fontaine Research Institute he had founded continued tirelessly with its work. Many years after that, tensions over competing dreams would once again cause a rift, this time between members of the Fontaine Research Institute. But the actions of those fools had nothing at all to do with Alain. And that is the story of two people from the Nod-Krai Institute who both wanted to save the world.
And then there's you.
One went all in on his fantasy of salvation without ever looking back, and ended up calmly sinking to the bottom of the deepest sea. The other sought desperately to burn bright in his life, even though he wasn't sure where he was going. I do sometimes wonder, why is it that people like them have such grand hopes of saving the world? Even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed. So perhaps, for each of them, their mission to save the world began with a very simple desire: to save themselves.
Or, alternatively, the simple desire to save their friends and family, to save the people closest to them, to protect them.
They were young children with friends and family who mattered to them, desires to explore the meaning of life, ambitions to have a successful career. They didn't want to see all of that taken away in one fell swoop. Or maybe they just wanted to find something to anchor themselves within the chaos, to stop them getting quietly swept away by the storms of life.
Perhaps.
But instead, the search for their own salvation took them down the rocky road laid out by fate.
And so you're just dumping your backstory on us.
Do you think the desire to save oneself is enough of a justification to try and save the world?
Yes. Honestly, I think it is. Yes, it's enough.
The way you said that sounded just like Alain. I asked him the same question back when he was in his prime, putting all of his energy into his work.
The thing is, there's nothing wrong about having desires. There's nothing wrong with a person wanting to fulfill a selfish wish. The main thing here is that... Yep. You never mentioned that, and it is clearly...
He gave the exact same answer as you did. No elaboration. Just a quick short answer before getting right back to his work. He was always that way. Alright, tea time's over.
Well, that was more story time. I didn't really have any tea.
I owe Arlecchino a favor for telling me these stories. I'll have to bring a whole sack of gifts the next time I visit the House of the Hearth. I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia now. You guys can do whatever you want, as long as it doesn't involve interrupting me.
Okay, so I'm probably gonna, like, beat up half your research institute and break in and do stuff.
Polonia, exit hibernation mode. Begin diagnostics.
So is... From the feels of it... Heart, see, Stellar Fruit. Story quest. There's this. And I completed all these. So is that... Am I done? I think that was the last of the... That was the last of the main story quests. At least as far as I could tell. Let's check. Let's see. Elegy of the Moonlight. Okay. Yoink. Echoes of Fate. Yoink. Oh, I actually need some of that. That gives me a bunch of resources. That's very good. Now, is that enough resources to level up Nefer a bit more? I'm going to have to do some grinding and some looking around, unfortunately. Still, that was certainly very interesting. And I definitely did enjoy the quest. I do feel like we're not done with Rerir. There is no way he is completely defeated. I think that in terms of dealing with him, we've dealt with the initial problem, but he's going to come back. Or we're going to have to follow where he goes and do something over there. I don't know the specifics just yet, but something is telling me that we're going to have to go and deal with him one more time at the very least. Probably a bunch more times because he is too cool. Rerir might be delayed until we are... Yeah. True. True, he might be delayed until we're stronger. I think the main thing we have to keep in mind is that the quest in this area, they still have other plot points to deal with. I think that we're going to switch focus to some of the other things here before we continue. There's probably going to be a switch in focus to a few other things before we properly get back to Rerir. If I had to hazard a guess, what is going to be happening is that Columbina is going to get... We're going to have to deal with Columbina's situation and help her a bit with her actualization as a person. Oh, it's just right up there. We're going to have to help Columbina a bit with her actualization and her development. And then
Let me help you pack this up.
Then we're likely going to have to work on essentially just helping deal with the Fatui. I think the main problem we're going to face next is probably going to be the... Actually, what was it again? Alright. It's probably going to be the... We're probably going to have to go deal with Dottore, who we know is skulking around somewhere, doing something around here. And Dottore is someone who we have a lot of beef to pick with. we know that Wanderer is going to show up again at some point, which is perfectly in character for him to do because Dottore, he has bone to pick with it, and I can imagine that getting a bit of revenge on Dottore is generally always considered a good thing.
With one heart, we pray. Lush as the moonlight. Oh, forest, take my broken
Okay. Okay, that's enough of that. They definitely don't want us... But yeah, I do agree with the sentiment that they probably don't want us to defeat them just yet.
Leave this place.
If I had to make a guess about what's going to happen, then it's going to be a case of we're going to probably fight Dottore. We're probably going to do a bit more searching for our spaceship. Yep, and then he's going to return as a problem. Yep. And once he returns as a problem, that's when things get serious. Also, once again, we're here where I have, for the life of me, don't know where this key card's supposed to be. Let's get a bit. But yeah, Dottore's definitely going to be the major problem. They've definitely set up the marionette as a Fatui Harbinger who is more amicable compared to the ones that are outright, our enemies and villains. So she is probably going to be a friendly influence moving forward. At least that's my theory. Right. And once she is so they just have to figure, because they've already given her backstory here. So they're going to have to show us some more information. I'm trying to think about where I didn't go previously when I was here, and I don't think I went fully up there. How did I get fully up there? Let's see here. Genshin is very tricksy sometimes. They know how to construct buildings to make it hard for you to just climb up there. But yeah. When you've recruited half the Harbingers into your Save the World squad. Well, to be fair, the Tsaritsa's whole way of operating tends to have the Harbingers be all the Harbingers aren't really working with her because they all agree with her. They're working with her because they get something out of it. Even if it's sometimes cases like Ajax, who's the only thing he really gets out of it is that he gets to fight more people, and the fact that his siblings are being taken care of. Load. Okay, so I almost had it. Okay, let's not quite. Need a bit more height. A bit more height. I'm just going to do the thing I kind of was trying to avoid doing, but let's go a bit high up here and now jump off and let's see if there's anything up here. I don't know why there would be anything up here, but I have no idea, to be perfectly honest. Yep, there was nothing up here. Seriously, where is this key card? I know it's probably incredibly obvious, but looking breaks physics is... Yeah, exactly. It's... Breaking physics is normal in open worlds. I want to save the jellyfish. Like, this mentions a hidden key card. Where is it? Let's see. I did not... Awesome, no abnormalities. Let's see, key card. Abnormalities found several. Release them. One's can leave by disposal of no abnormalities otherwise. Let's see, warning. Higher up. So no problem there. Like, I know... I don't know where that key card is. Anyway, as I was saying, it is... I definitely do like how they're showing Columbina not maybe grow as a person isn't the right word, but she is starting to become a bit more sociable and a bit more open with others. So that's a good thing in my book. She's becoming a... Well, maybe better person is not the right word here. She's becoming a bit more of a... Oh, how did I miss one of those? Anyway. She's basically just becoming a bit more open with others and learning that some of the people who she probably thought were just forced to be around her are now actually friends and care about her, even if Marionette is so tsundere about the entire thing. Hey, I'm just grabbing this. I'm not here to fight you guys. I don't want to mess with you. Well, actually, I just don't want to hurt them. It kind of feels bad to kill everyone you meet. You, on the other hand, have loot.
Get to work. I'm going in. Letting brave names
Echo.
light up the blazing sun.
You're about to die. Looting.
Go on, take them. I'll thank the stars for you later.
Thanks, Granny. You're one of the best elderly waifus. But it active or
Rise with the sun.
wait, did I say something weird? I think I was rambling and I didn't quite... What did I say? More loot around here as well. So, gonna loot this thing here. This seems about important.
What are we? Burn it down.
Show no mercy.
It's Papa Yellow. Oh. Yeah, Moon Goddesses are... The Moon Goddess situation is an interesting thing I'm just considering. Because the Moon Goddesses... Obviously, there's more to it than that, and we're probably going to see consequences of giving Arlecchino the...
Something to add to my collection.
Of giving Arlecchino the what was it called? Oh yeah, the Crimson Moon Marrow. That's probably going to have some kind of consequences in the future, but not right now, at least. Not right now. Still, I do suspect that things are going to be more focused on Fatui and human-based issues moving forward for a little bit. But yeah, better in her hands than the Abyss proper. I agree. Like, it's... I'm not saying that it probably wasn't a good thing they gave it to her. And to be fair enough, Arlecchino is kind of subtly thinking about rebellion herself. And so so her being willing to... Her having it is probably one of the better options. Plus, she is definitely a friend character who is who is probably one of the more reasonable of the Fatui Harbingers, so... Let's see, day 4. Goods entry proceed via the South Harbor. Okay. Yeah. So, it's just an interesting thing to consider. There's still... I do look forward to seeing what they're going to do next to the Nod-Krai storyline. Because they've set up a bunch of stuff, they've gotten things moving, but we're still not quite there yet, if that makes sense. There are still things that are up in the air. The Revere situation has been quote-unquote resolved, but we all know it's not fully resolved just yet. And of course there's just the big Fatui-shaped question and our spaceship. And also there's
Take them. I'll thank the stars for you later.
So I think if I had to make a guess, the next focus of the storyline is probably going to be on the spaceship question and it's going to be on the spaceship question and probably the question regarding what they're supposed to do here. Is this a case where I have to fight everyone here? Yeah, I think I have to fight everyone. But yeah, it's probably going to be a prelude for further stuff. Aerial power supremacy.
Light it up. Show no mercy. I'm going in.
And
Papa, get up. Pyroclastic surge. Incinerate.
Phase 2 ground combat.
Letting brave names echo. Light up the
Facing sun.
Incinerate. Try and stop. You two. Time to end them.
Okay, step 2. Oh, I got the data, and now I can get my loot. Their data. Our mecha are kind of shit, someone keeps destroying them. Although I'm pretty sure by most standards this is actually fairly good technology.
The rewards of an invention worth remembering.
So, there. I do wonder how things... Other things I'm sort of wondering about are... Okay, is it up? I guess it's up here. Okay. No. Oh yeah, I have to. So I'm going to have to... use this. And then walk to the side and activate that, but then I have to destroy this.
Hey, not a bad haul.
Or not. And let's go to the tower and I think the tower is a good place to call it a night. Today was a shorter stream than yesterday, but I think we did well. I thank you all for coming. That was an interesting endpoint, and I sort of look forward to seeing what's going to happen next. Speaking of which, no, still... These mechs use magnet power weakness to... Oh yeah, hello Zoo. So, you just came in at the end point. We're just finishing off here. I just want to say thank you everyone for coming. I very much enjoyed this stream. A nice, chill, relaxed stream. In finishing up the main storyline. Did a good epic boss battle. All in all, happy endings. Of course, we know that's not how things are going to end in Nod-Krai. There are too many unanswered questions we have to solve. Too many mysteries that need to be unlocked. And of course, the Torre is somewhere around here. And we need to stab him in the face. Repeatedly. Because he deserves it. I honestly have to assemble a Dottore Slaughter team, which probably will be some kind of Wanderer team, but I don't know how I can fit Ole into it. Still, regardless, thank you for coming, everyone. Thanks for coming to the stream, and until next time, have a great day, and bye-bye!